Hi guys, I made 2 videos on the Majestic Hotel. I did this one about 4 months ago-ish, where I basically just showed you guys the building and told the history behind it. It's the second most viewed video on my channel, so, you know, it's doing good. Then I did this one about 3 months ago, which the whole point of the video was to introduce to you guys a petition to... You can read the title. And, you know, of course I signed it because I want to save this building, and, you know, 93 views. I'm sure the people, or some of the people who watched it, also signed it, in which case, really, thank you very much. Every signature counts. But, and here's the thing, and let's go back to my videos real quick. So, I mentioned in this video I would give an update to the Majestic, whatever. I would mention I would give an update to the hotel whenever possible, and I figured I would give an update to it in like maybe, I don't know, a week, 2 weeks, maybe 3, I don't know. But this video right here was made a month ago. A month ago. And while I was editing this video, I was on my Facebook feed and I saw the Majestic. And I just remembered, oh crap, I forgot to make an update video on that. So, you know, just blame the devil. That always works, right?
Hey, now don't bring me into this. You just suck. You ever thought about that? You jerk.
So, let's start kind of at the beginning-ish. So, I got messaged this petition on Facebook, and you know, I know this Majestic very well. I've been in it even when it was open. The petition was started 3 months ago, around the time when I put up the video. And it looks like, to be honest, it really did look like progress was being made to help preserve this hotel. Okay, you might be asking yourself, why would you want to save a building that's been abandoned since 2006. Well, this building connects with a lot of Arkansans, surprisingly. You know, back when the hotel caught on fire, there were literally people crying in the streets watching it burn, thinking it was gonna burn completely down to the ground. So this hotel connects with a lot more people than you think. So what's happening to the Majestic right now? What are the plans going forward for it? Well, I'll let Arkansas Herald tell you the rest.
Reagan McGee here at the Majestic Hotel in Hot Springs National Park, the site of so many historic things and some controversy, as it turns out. But as you can see, demolition has finally begun on what's going to be a 3-week process just for the building behind me in tearing down this historic building.
We actually cleaned up the yellow brick building last year, cleaned up after the fire and all. We cleaned it up, and then we let a contract on this, well, probably been about 2 months ago. It's DT Construction Company out of Tulsa, Oklahoma, got the project for $1,037,000. And today they've started. Snyder Environmental had already started back mid-July with the asbestos abatement. They've already completed the towers here where they've started the demo. This building was actually constructed, the towers were built in 1968, I believe. The red brick building was actually in 1937. The red brick was actually constructed, so.
It's been I guess an injunction, or somebody's attempted to put an injunction?
Well, there's been talk of it. There's been nothing officially filed to try to stop the demolition as of yet. Of course, this building has sat vacant since '06. A lot of holes in the roofs, a lot of water damage, so it's really beyond trying to repair it all. So the city purchased the property and decided it was time to take it down, clear it up, and then that way we can see what we can do with it going forward in the future.
How long is this going to take?
Their schedule is that they should be completed by before Thanksgiving, right at the end of November. If everything works well, weather cooperates and so forth, they should be out of here by the end of November.
I've seen a lot of people walking around. There were people standing here watching. I was here earlier. There was people taking pictures with their cameras. I mean, this building has a lot of history.
Oh, absolutely. They tell me back in its day it was one fine facility to stay in. I can only imagine. I have been in the building and the suites back in their day. I'm sure they were very nice.
As far as the city, I guess it's been an eyesore since the fire a few years back, and I guess you guys are ready for the next, the next era in Hot
Well, the
Springs.
next phase of what will go on this property, yes, sir, and that's just all up in the air at this point right now. We just want to get it all cleared up and cleaned up. Then we'll, the board and our city manager and so forth will determine what we'll do going forward.
Okay. Got anything?
There you go.
Thank you very much.
Welcome. Y'all have a good day.
Thank you.
We're here at the Majestic Hotel, a site of so many things happening in Hot Springs today. I'm here with Brenda Brandenburg, who I know was hoping this day would never occur, and here we are at the end of it. How do you feel right now?
Terrible.
Terrible.
It was really hard to even drive up and see what I was seeing as I drove by. I covered the side of my face so that I wouldn't see it, but of course you could hear it.
That it's happening.
Yeah.
We covered it earlier when initial bulldozers came in and started deconstruction, if you will, on the Majestic Hotel. I know that you have put in some paperwork to try to save this structure. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I have gone through the legal system, and I did get a call, thank goodness, this afternoon, just before I came down here, that I now have a hearing date for August the 18th, which is a Thursday at 10 a.m. And that hearing is to discuss the city attorney's motion to dismiss my case. And it will be before the Honorable Judge Marcia Hernsberger. So I'm hoping that she will be able to hear the evidence that I have that shows that the city did not act in good faith, saying that the reason that they acted without doing the appropriate steps was because they felt there was an urgent safety need for the citizens of Hot Springs. And I'm not saying that the structure is not unsafe now. It certainly may be getting there. I'm not an engineer, but the city purchased that property in August last year. If they felt there was a safety issue and that was the reason for their urgent need to go ahead and get this demolition permit and everything, then they should have done something then. We're finally seeing the fence around it, and as we just witnessed right here, we were watching some of the demolition of the suites, by the way, which is all they're doing right now. We watched
Which is the Lanai Tower. Lanai Suites, that's right.
Portion that comes around, that wrapped around the pool. The tower is the white area that you see back there. They say they're going to be on this for about 3 weeks, but we watched pieces of it fall over the fence out into the street. So, you know, even with that, there is some safety issues.
Even with the demolition.
Right.
Now, with the paperwork you've put in, is that to try to save, it can't be to save the whole structure, because obviously, as we've seen today, they've started to remove parts of the structure.
Right.
What can we hope to gain with?
Well, you know, ultimately, I would have loved to have saved the entire structure.
Yeah.
But even if you look back at some of the things that I've said, my ultimate goal is to save the red brick portion. It's the oldest portion, and there are so many people that think the towers and the suites are ugly in appearance. I don't particularly, but it's a personal preference. I am about historic preservation no matter what. So we've already started this. We'll probably have to take down the suites, which may open area for parking or something else to be developed there. But we could possibly hang on to those towers and the red brick building and maybe have a little bit of both of the best worlds.
Yeah,
No
it's a
compromise.
win-win. A win-win situation is never a bad thing. Well, thank you for taking so much stake into your city and for trying so hard. And what the public can come to this
The hearing.
hearing, yes.
Yes, I believe it is an open hearing on, again, Thursday, August the 18th at 10 a.m. Before Honorable Judge Marcy Hernsberger. But I just want to say that for everyone out there who has animosity toward me because I'm interrupting progress, that's not my intent at all. My intent is to hold our city leaders accountable for following the same laws, regulations, ordinances that all of us have to follow. The Baxter Hotel went through this, and the CEO of the A&P Commission, after it was burned, even though it was burned almost beyond recognition, went before them and asked for a certificate of appropriateness to go ahead and demolish it. And obviously there would have been a safety issue there too. So the city knows how to play by the rules. It's time for the city to not be immune to the things that we as general citizens are. Come on, Hot Springs leaders, step up and play by the rules. Because I'm going to be here and I'm going to hold you accountable.